Okay, recording has begun. Hello all of you awesome folks, it is time. Let's get the corpse up and get to work here. I can't believe I got what is this? What is this place? Kern entirely to myself. Okay, perfect. You are block on. I can pull you. Try not to overdo the spellcasting since I don't have meditate yet. So, this is the point. We hit level 10 last time. Last time hit level 10 finally. So I'm just barely level 10. But the level 10 means that it is time to level two-handed weapon skills. Like, seriously level them up. Now, if you are new and you don't know mechanics of Project 99, the reason why do them, well, obviously you want to do some of it before level 10. I have not. Like, I would suggest doing some of it before level 10. That's my suggestion. However, I waited this long simply, well, because I was leveling all the one-handeds, so that those are prepared. I should have piercing at 50 as well, right? Yes. Yeah. But the mechanics, let's talk about those a little. Every 10 levels, the damage cap, as in how much maximum damage out of your weapon you're allowed to do. So if I take this tooltip here, and of course if you are not new, you already know all of this. Damage 30. Between levels 1 and 9, the maximum damage my weapon can do on tank, I believe is 10. I believe it is 10. For clerics, druids, and shamies, I think it is 1 point lower. It is 9. And for spellcasters, as in all the arcane casters, wizard, enchanter, magician, necromancer, it is 5 or 6. I don't remember. It's 5 or 6. But so if you think on that, and then they still raise every 10 levels. They go up. At level 10, they go up by a few points. I think it's like 3 or 4 points. At level 10, and then at level 20, they about double. They about double from the level 10 jump. Yes, they about double. So at level 20, I should be able to use the full 30 of this. I believe it should be the full 30 out of this at level 20. But the point I am making is that prior to level 10, I could have used only 1/3 of this. Now I can use about half of the maximum damage, not value. And then of course, on top of that, I get, because where was the hit? Yeah, there is a 28 point damage hit here. That obviously calculates my strength into it. So it is not purely this value after all. There is, I think it was just strength. Anyway, so that's the main reason why I waited all the way until level 10 before I started doing any of this. And now I'm curious, can I take this yellow con with this weapon? Problem is going to be able to actually hit the damn thing. That's going to be the main issue. Don't interrupt. There we go. Resist. Yeah, this is going to be the... however, fighting the yellow con is also really good from the point of view that it should increase the weapon skill fairly quickly. But I don't think I can take this on, especially at weapon skill 2. I will likely have to leave this this mob alone. Just would love to be able to kill it out of the way so that I can get other things to spawn in its place. Yeah, I think I have to step out. I think I just realized that I did not bring bandages. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Ow. I did not bring bandages. I just realized that. Yep, I did not bring bandages. I meant to bring bandages. And again, problem with bandages at the moment is that I do not have that much money. And bandages cost a lot. They're 5 silver each, so you get 2 bandages for 1 gold. So 20 bandages is a little over a platinum, and I have 2 on me, and I think I have 4 or 5 in the bank. I don't have a lot of money yet to really spam bandages, but this would have been the place to maybe have a stack or possibly 2 on me to slowly start leveling Bind Wound. Okay, I don't remember the pathing of these things. Can I pull stuff through the gap here with this one still alive? I do not remember that pathing. Well, on the positive side, this little break here gives me time to eat my breakfast. Okay, all right. Another point. Let me just chat here while I eat. Try to not munch into the microphone. It's been a little bit since my last stream, and that's going to continue until like mid to late August or so, because I am currently really busy, unfortunately, until like early autumn, until about the start of autumn, like just past the essentially summer. Winter if you are in the southern hemisphere, but I am in the northern hemisphere, so it is summertime. You know, anyway. I think I'm gonna check on this damage cap thing. Well, while this is happening. Oh, another note. I I went and turned off combat, music volume, combat music, because uh, I do like the combat music in this game. It is really old and nostalgic, this sort of music, but it gets repetitive really quickly, and so so if I live stream for a couple hours in one go, I and do basically just do constant combat and nothing else, I get really tired of the music. So I just turn it off at this point. Man, Iksar region is so overpowered. Holy moly. Holy moly. Speaking of overpowered, some of you may know that I play a lot of tabletop RPGs. Usually, I have to mention the name Dungeons and Dragons for people to catch up with what I mean, because that's the most, universally known name for pen and paper, as in tabletop RPGs. My most played game is not Dungeons and Dragons. Never has been, probably never will be. For me, it is stuff like Cyberpunk, Cthulhu Dark Ages, Vampire the Dark Ages. It is stuff like that. But by far on top is Cyberpunk. Anyway, that works as the segue, the whole tabletop RPG thing, to the Iksar regeneration, because I do have the EverQuest RPG, like all the books for it, and I have run it a bunch of times for fun. It's essentially the Dungeons and Dragons system built into the EverQuest world, and funny enough, they actually like got rid of the whole spell slot system and built in an actual mana system, and including all the spells from this game for all the classes and so on. And in that game system, I think it's D&D 3.0 or 3.5, one of those rule sets. Anyway, the point being, in that game system, the Iksar is just absolutely and utterly brokenly overpowered compared to all the other races. Like essentially all the races in that system are in a way quite powerful. They have been built to be quite powerful in that system, because what you are fighting is also really stupidly strong. Yeah, I like it from that point of view, but Iksar is just above everybody else. They try to build in the whole negative of like what you have in this game as well, with the whole faction to reputation thing, that would be the limiting factor. But if you are just trying to have like a functioning group of players playing what they want to play, and being able to do things in the world, you have to kind of bend some of the faction stuff a little bit. Otherwise, the players can't go anywhere else but Kunark, and in that case, you basically need a full Iksar group. And being able of finding folks who are just like, hey, let's just make a full Iksar group. That's not necessarily a thing. Not many people really want to play that over regular Dungeons and Dragons, because it's a different version of Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, let's enough random jargon and chatter and all of that stuff. Let's get this bony guy up. How many? Okay, I do still have some bone chips. All right, awesome. Now, the question was, there. Can I pull past you? I should probably have tried this before I summoned the skeleton. There should be That's a greater skeleton. I don't want you. I want the scale bone. Because I know for a fact that I should be able to bypass yellow cons through here. But can I pull? That's a scale bone. Was there two? Yeah, there was. Oh no, there was the patrols there, and not two specifically. Oh, that's another greater skeleton. Yeah, I need like 3 levels. I could do those outside of this place, but I need like 3 levels, and then I can play the very opening of this like really easily. Yeah, there was 2 right there. Oh, perfect. Scale bone. Now here is the question. Let's do this with a dot, so that I know what is happening here. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's level taunt. Let's not overdo it with the spells at this point. Like I said, level 12 I needed for to get meditate. Not having bash now because of the, you know, wielding two-handers is a little annoying. And not getting skill ups is a little annoying. Yeah, the killing is going to be kind of slow for a bit. I probably, honestly, I should do outside right now. Still, I should be fighting in the pit for another like 2 levels and level these two-handed weapons in more safe environment. But the thing is, the XP should be so really good here. It is really tempting. And the fact that it's all skeletons. Well, other than the Badger people, it should be all skeletons. Which means that I should be able to stack up a bunch of bone chips for myself. Also, I don't know how fast I get bored of this place, because I would preferably not do the full next 10 levels in this one zone, even though Kearns is really good for that. You can just stay here from like level 10 or so all the way to like level 20 or even 22, I think. I think the highest floor you can probably hang around at like to like 22 or 24, especially if you go downstairs and start fighting the badgers as well. But I don't know if I want to stay here, because I don't know how entertaining that will be, and most of all, also most of all, in the sense that how amusing this will be for myself. Like, do I just get bored of this place very quickly? But it is a very, very tempting place to level for a while, so let's make use of it for the time being. And then past level 20 at latest, we are going somewhere fully else. Probably the giant for it. Past level 20, at level 20, the weapon cap should open up quite a bit. This reminds me, I need to look up the weapon cap. I can do that while I didn't put a timer on when this one respawns. Dang it. Crater is too high. Scale bone over there. It's blue. Can grab you maybe. What? How was that interrupted? What? I don't want the greater skeleton to path into me. Ow. Ow. And it did path into me, so we're getting out of here. Okay. You know what? Let's do this outside for a couple more levels. Let's do this outside for a couple more levels. Tested the opening of Kerns, but if my weapon skill was fully leveled, I could possibly take on the yellow con. As you saw, I took it down to about half HP. Partially because this weapon is just stupidly crazy good, even at this level. But problem is, my weapon skill is not fully leveled. And so, let's be a little bit more safe and do this outside. So I could go on the other side and do footpaths, or I could hang around here. Let's go to the other side of this. Because this side has a bunch of the marauders wandering around, so I don't wanna be running into the red cons too much when I fight things. And I do not want to fight any of the badgers, because I would love to be able to get the Berserker Club from Kern's Tower. Yeah, there is a bunch of blue cons still all over the place. Okay, Greater Skeleton, which should be red con, yeah. But let's go to the other side, yeah. But yeah, eventually past like level 20, level 25 maybe, to be on the very safe side. If I don't hunt any of the badgers, to lose any of the badger reputation, I should be able to just go down there at to the bottom of Kerns and just camp the dude who drops the Iksar Berserker Club. Just slaughter that. That would be really good. Let's fight this thing. I don't need a. I should not need a pet, but just fighting you. The pet is just a tiny bit of bonus DPS. It is not the greatest thing in the world. Although at this point, it is. I should probably be using the pet because my own DPS is basically 0 thanks to the weapon skill being 0. I might even die to this thing because of... okay. Because if I'm not hitting at all, then... well, yeah. Do a little casting. Although when I do hit, it does hit decently, generally. Get taunt level to max. Let's do a little casting and let's get the pet out after this. So that these things actually die. 5-point heal feels a little soft. But it is 5 points, you know. Considering I have 410 HP, so... Did I level... I believe I leveled since heading 200, right? I think I did. So, my idea was, now at level 10, level 200 blunt and 200 slash to max, or close to max, about 50, like 5 points below max, somewhere around there. And then put them aside for a few levels, and then do it again. Essentially, just take a moment, like every few levels, just level them up to try and keep them up, so that they are, when I hit level 20 and can move over purely over to the two-handed weapons, they will do just that. Okay, let's conjure you. Do I want the weapon of that? I may want the weapon of this thing. Because I was... it's the tarnished version. Okay, fine. Any decaying skeleton with a shield wandering around? That's a good question. Let's do a very quick brief look. Because that would be a... That's a malicious skeleton. That would be 1 platinum worth of stuff again. If yeah, why am I finding all the tarnished weapons when I want the rusty weapons so I can eventually... There it is, there it is, there it is. Thank you very much. That is 1 platinum worth of money right there. Very, very, very good. Yeah, I'll be honest, just straight up honest here. This is way too many Sherlock packs for a character with this little strength. Because my equipment is so heavy that I will never be able to carry all the things that I can fit into these 3 bags. I really should just have like at max 2 bags. But it is what it is for the moment. I'll move the second bag over to some other character eventually.